story of a monster awoke.
Demons run within my veins. Promise to keep me safe.
Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is my part 3 on What If Deku Was Riptor? Killer Instinct! And I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. Zuko was trying to erase the thought of his once thought friend. But when Zuko wakes up in the morning, he became more anxious, like he was not in his right place. Then Zuko was taken, and his class were taken to the rescue drill, and Zuko was very omniscient, like he was not feeling too well. And Ochako says, Zuko, why are you being anxious about this? Zuko gives off a gesture, like a don't feel too hot look. And Ochako says, don't worry, you'll do great all together. And Zuko sighs and says, I'll take your word in his look. And Zuko was in the class, were in the rescue exercise, and they have to wait, and the first round has begun. People have to throw the balls at the points where they have to hit the points, and if they get them in the heart, arm, or back of the heart, then they're out, and if they get them, then they win. In the seminar, it says, alright, it's time to take your stance and get ready. And Zuko smells something's not right. Bakugo says, I'm going by myself. And Kirishima and Kaminari go with him, like in canon. Then the seminar has begun, and all of the classes target Class 1A, but they haven't seen Zuko's fighting style, so they're going to be surprised. And Zuko does one for all, Utah style! And Zuko uses his tail to bat the ball away from his friends, and all of Class 1A were doing their thing until a copycat of Zuko used a vibration to make an earthquake, separating all of Class 1A. And Zuko was scouting and trying to find all of his friends until he sensed a smell familiar to him. And Zuko thinks, what the? Her smell? She's here? And Zuko looks at the girl, and he sees a Kami, but in disguise. Zuko then thinks, get out of there! What did you do to her? I'm not. No questions asked. I'm gonna take you down, you villain. And Kami in disguise. Then she says, crap! I forgot that this Riptor was going to be in the fight. And she tries to dodge, but Zuko gets her and pins her down and looks at. And the girl says, you need to get off of me. That is not cool. And Zuko grabs the ball with his tail and looks at her, putting the ball and winning the fight and capturing the villain. But when the director says, okay, time to get off of her. But when Zuko was going to release his grip, the girl, Kami in disguise, hits Zuko with a sharp blade with a cut, and Zuko looks at her. And the girl says, see you next time. Riptor runs away. Zuko's face covers it, and the director says, are you okay? Get that girl. And Zuko gives a expression telling him that that's a fraud. And the director sees his facial and takes his word, and finding out who was the real culprit. Toga got out of there. Whew, that was close. I thought I was done for. And Shigaragi says, did you get any blood samples? Yep, I got Riptors. Good, now come back. And Toga has gone. Riptor and all of Class 1A have gotten through the first one. Now it's the rescue training. Zuko had first thought it was going to be a interesting rescue training, but when he sees the man posing as a kid, he goes into a frightening stance. Like, what the hell? Stance? And this is not good. And the man says, not good? Everybody is going in danger, and you have to take all possible risks. And Zuko then thinks, and has a idea. And does a dinosaur expression, putting him on his back, and Sarah using a duct tape to make a saddle. And Zuko was taking care of the man and getting him to ride on it, which is probably the most realistic idea you might get. And the man says, good, these two are doing a good job. And getting to the first aid medical bay, he puts him down carefully and tries to not scratch him. Then all Class 1A are in the same style and doing a similar thing in canon. But when Orca comes, Zuko goes safety first and takes Gang Orca head to head, keeping the villain at bay. Well, Zuko goes slash and kick, talon, and bite, but was cut off by Gang Orca. And Gang Orca says, nice try, but you need to do better than that. And Zuko uses his fire breath, but was taken down by Gang Orca and says, good try, but you need to be less predictable, and throws him to the ground and combo breaker! Zuko's combo was interrupted, and two unsurprising people save him in getting out of there. Todoroki and Todoroshi save him and trying to not get in their way, but Zuko goes and protects the people, and the challenge has been over. Bakugo has not gotten his license, cause in canon it's still the same. But Todoroki gets his hero license, meaning Bakugo is the only one that's getting a second try. Then Zuko goes back to the dorms with his class. He goes and takes out the trash, and when he was going to do that, he sees a person's face coming out of the wall. In shock, Zuko goes for a scratch, but it phases through the kid, and the kid says, whoa, that was a close one. You really have strong claws. And Zuko was confused on how he didn't make any mark. And the kid said, don't worry, I'm not here to hurt you. I know I made the surprise. It's the first time I'm meeting the cyber-enhanced Riptor himself, or Zuko. And Zuko looks at him and is in a glad mood. But when he faces back to the wall, Zuko was wondering why he was meeting him and why he came out of nowhere. Then the next day, the kid that Zuko saw reappeared, and he was the big three: Mirio, Nijire, and Tokugami. And as Al explains that these are the big three, Zuko was honestly intrigued on how they are. And Zuko was a bit confused as well. Then Nijire comes close to Zuko. Zuko was a bit shy, and Nijire says, wow, you look so cool. It's the first time I ever see a dinosaur, especially a raptor. You taught that. Maybe a pyro. And Zuko rubs his head on his claws. Embarrassment. Gives a weird sound like. And Tokoyami, he's more or less afraid of him. And Tokoyami was, should I be afraid? Or should I consider him as an animal? And Zuko was more confused as him. Then it comes to the fight. Azawa says, okay, Mirio, you'll face Zuko one-on-one. Then Mirio says, alright, are you ready, Zuko? And Zuko gets his tail up and goes and does this. Alright, I'll take that as a yes. And Zuko stares down on Mirio, taking no blink, taking a whole body staring at him, keeping an eye on him, seeing what will he do. Then for one single blink, he disappeared. Zuko was wondering where the hell did he go. Mirio says, Powa! And comes out of the ground. Zuko had the killer instinct, dodging Mirio at a second. And Mirio says, wow, you have really good instinct, Zuko. Then Zuko was thinking about his quirk. His quirk, it's like he can phase through and go under, propelling himself. That's his quirk. I won't be surprised. And Mirio speeds in front of him. And Zuko was surprised. Then Zuko goes for a kick. Mirio phases through his eyes and kick using a punch. Then says, now take this. But when Mirio was going to finish Zuko, Zuko opens his mouth and Mirio thinks, huh? He can breathe fire? Then dodges out of Zuko's line of sight while firing a fire breath. Zuko looks at Mirio and figures out his style and takes a stance. Mirio says, alright, now I'm definitely taking this seriously. Mirio goes for another sneak attack. But when he did that, Zuko was expecting him, going behind him. And Mirio says, huh? Wait, he's going behind? Then Zuko uses a Utah style, using his tail to swing. And Mirio says, not this time, and phases through the tail. But then Zuko jumps and does a somersault, hitting Mirio with an unexpected attack. And Mirio was on the ground. And Zuko pounces on him and keeps on the ground. Opens his mouth, trying to keep him in one place. And Zawa says, alright, time to stop this battle. And so, Zuko closes his mouth, and Miro says, wow, that was amazing! You really are the fastest when it comes to your instinct. And Zuko takes a blushing look. Bakugo amazed on how Zuko was keeping pace with Mirio and dodging and reacting to his and thinking what to do. Zawa says, alright, next is Class 1A. And Class 1A lost to Mirio under 3 minutes. Zuko had fared against him about 15 minutes. And that's where I'm ending this video. I hope you liked this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time. Plus Ultra.